Hi loves, welcome back to another video. So of course you can tell it's gonna be another Valentine's Day set. I have to get all my Valentine's Day set before Valentine's Day and we have about a week left. So here we are going in with a cuticle bit and I have the drill in reverse. So I'm going from left to right and it's just getting off all that nasty skin I got, girl. But I love going from left to right in reverse because I just feel like when I go from right to left and when I put the drill in forward, it just feels dull. It doesn't feel as, I wouldn't say coarse, but it just doesn't get off the skin like how I want it to. So that's what I'm doing here. Now I do have the drill going about 3,000 RPMs with my Melody Susie drill, and everything will be linked down in the description box. I will try to link everything that I use that I've used in this video, but if I do forget, please remind me, or if I didn't link it and you didn't see it, please remind me. But yes, it's about 3,000 RPMs. So now I am going in with my fine sanding bit, and I am going probably around a little less than 3,000 RPMs, going very softly just to get rid of any extra cuticle on my nail bed and just taking away the shine from my nail bed. And make sure you are holding the drill when you're drilling, please hold it like parallel to the nail bed. You don't want to hold it at a 45-degree angle because then that will cause ring of fires and you might go too deep, and you don't need to put a lot of pressure. It's kind of like equivalent to buffing the nails. It should be. You don't want to thin out the nail bed at all. So today we are trying the Acrylic's Tapered Square tips that she sent me, and I must say I love these tips. They don't have the C curve, which I really love because it saves time with having to cut the sides off, and it's just perfectly shaped. So I'm just gonna cut each nail length to its size that I want. We're gonna do a little longer this time just because I want the design to look, or I want more space to do the design. And this is how I measure my nails. I usually measure the ring finger, the middle finger, and the pointer finger all the same size. So you can see the middle finger is a little bit longer, so I'm going to trim that off. And then with the pinky, I do it about the same size, but just a little bit shorter because I don't need my pinky that long, and you can't really tell. For the thumb, I pretty much just eye it. I usually cut that finger first, and you can tell if it's like a little bit longer than the rest. Or sometimes I do my thumb a little shorter because I use my thumbs a lot. As always, going in with my 100 grit file, and I'm just making the sides nice, crisp, and neat in the edges, so when I lay my acrylic application, it's nice and neat. So this step is also very important. You want to make the nail tip flush to the natural nail because it will give you that smooth application when you do the acrylic. Sometimes the nail tips aren't flush, and then when you lay the acrylic, you can kind of see the nail tip through the acrylic, which is pretty annoying. So I would just take that extra step and just smoothen out this part. So now we are gonna go in with a dehydrator and a primer, and I got this dehydrator from a local nail supply store, so if I don't link it down below, I don't think they have like a website or anything that you can order, but if you just want any dehydrator, just go to like a local nail supply store near you, and I'm pretty sure they have one. And then today I'm gonna go in with my Mia Secret Extra Bond primer. I usually use like Young Nails Protein Bond, but I ran out, so this is what we're using today, and it works just as well. So today we are going in with Valentino Beauty Pier's Prettiest Pink. I love this color. It's so pretty. It's very natural. It's not too pink. I personally don't like super pink bases. I like that natural look, and this color is perfect. It's like just the right amount of pink. So when I do extra long nails, I tend to do 2 to 3 beads. Well, every time I do application, I do 2 beads, but with extra long nails, I do 3 beads. So I'm laying down my first bead and just dragging and patting down to the tip, and occasionally I'll wipe the sidewalls just to make sure it's nice and neat. As a beginner nail tech, for some of you, I recommend working on your application first rather than like doing nail art or designs, just because application is very important. It's like the foundation of the whole nail set. So once you get your application down, like make sure it's nice and neat so you don't have to do so much hand filing or going in with the e-file, and you just do minimal file. It saves so much time. I know a lot of people ask me how I'm so quick at things. It's because I perfected my application. Sometimes I do have days where I don't have, the best application. Sometimes the weather is super cold and my application is runny, so that caused me to do more beads, more layers. Sometimes it can be bumpy, but then I go on my e-file. But most of the time I try to get my application as nice as possible, as neat around the cuticle area, just so I don't have to do that extra filing. And if you guys, sorry, I'm like slurring my words, I don't even know why. But if you guys have been doing nails and you do a lot of drilling, like it's really hard on your hands and like you get hand cramps and all this extra stuff. So the less filing, the better. Also, I like my nails with a natural apex. As long as it has that structure, the nails will not break. I don't like my nails super thick, but that's just my personal preference. Everybody likes their nails differently and everybody does nails differently. It's whatever you prefer. So you also, it's whatever your client prefers as well, but most of the time your clientele comes to you based off what your work is. So you don't have to like replicate other nail artists work. Like, you don't have to make it super thick. Just find whatever works for you. So as you can see here, I'm going back in with my file and we're just gonna make this tapered square shape nice and crisp. And if you do your own nails, girl, you know the struggle of filing your nails, especially when it get down to the pinky, hand cramps like no other. But I'm trying, and I'm trying to stay in frame for you guys, so I hope this kind of helps. But I basically just make the sidewalls nice and straight and then the bottom real nice and flat. I kind of hold the file against the nail, just so it's like flat against the nail file. Alright guys, this is one of the most important parts to prevent lifting. A lot of people have issues with nails lifting, and here I am using a 5-in-1 safety bit, so it's really good for beginners. But you see how I am making the acrylic flush to the natural nail. You don't want to dig in too deep because you don't want any ring of fires on your nails. But I'm just getting rid of any excess acrylic that may have seeped like near the cuticle, the eponychium area, but I'm just making it nice and flush. And a lot of people have issues with the two corners on the thumb. They're scared to go in there, but with this drill bit, it's very safe to do so. It does not hurt the client at all. You just want to make sure all the acrylic is not sticking to the skin, and I recommend pushing back the skin like I did so, just so that you won't cut them at all. But here are the two corners that a lot of people have issues with. And so I pulled it back, and then I'm just going nice and deep into it. And you want to like kind of curve with it. You don't want to just go straight into the corner. I also don't do one like run through, so I like go a little bit and then I'll pick up the drill, go a little bit and pick up the drill. I don't just go one time all the way through, if that makes sense to you guys. And I apologize if I'm saying a lot of ums or if I'm repeating the same thing over and over again. I'm literally just doing this voiceover on the top of my head as I watch the videos. So it's whatever comes to the top of my head, but I'm trying to explain it the best way that I can. So I'm going in with a nail buffer. This is the Dixon two-way buffer. One side is coarse and one side's a little bit more fine. And I'm using the fine side because it's a brand new buffer, so it's good enough for me. The other side can be used as well. You can use it on acrylic nails. If you're trying to apply gel polish and you have issues the polish sticking, or if it's chipping too fast, I would recommend using the coarse side, but not around the cuticle because it is very sharp and it can cut if you're going to, you know, if you're into it and you're buffing the heck out of the nails. I would not recommend using that side. But I'm just buffing it out, making sure everything is nice and smooth, getting ready for the polish application. Here I'm going in with my little brush and a little alcohol. I'm just making sure all the dust is off my nail, making sure it's nice and clean, so we don't have any dust that goes in the polish. And these are the colors that I chose. I didn't use all of them. I was just seeing which colors look good together, but I will list all the colors down below. So right now I am doing my Frenchies, starting with the lightest color on the pinky, and we're gonna gradually go darker. And I did 2 coats of each color, just so it's nice and pigmented. But yes, and the brushes that I'm using will also be linked down below for you guys. Every brush that I use will be linked down below. All right, so after you have done all your Frenchies and you've cured all the nails for at least a minute, I'm going in with top coat. Now this is very important because once we do the sweater hearts, that's it. You can't go back in and top coat it. But today I am using a shiny top coat from Kupa. You can also use matte top coat for this look, but I just prefer shiny because I just feel like the hearts pop out more with shiny. It still looks super cute with matte, but sometimes matte gets a little dirty, especially with light colors. So we're gonna do shiny today. Once you are done with the top coat, we're gonna cure in the light for a minute. Right, so now for the heart design. I'm gonna go in with the same color that I put on my thumb, and we're just gonna draw little hearts around everywhere, just to fill up the nails. You can make the hearts big, you can make the hearts little, it's your preference. I kind of did like a medium size and threw in some small hearts there, but I'm just drawing my hearts, and how I draw my hearts is I put 2 dots and then just pull it in a V shape, and that's it. Pretty simple. So I'm just gonna do that really quick. All right, so now once you're done drawing the heart, while it's still wet, we're gonna pour over some clear acrylic powder and make sure it's nice and coated. So I'm pouring it over multiple times, each corner, making sure every piece of it gets coated. And no, I do not put the fallout back in the container. There are easier ways that you can do it if you want to save your acrylic powder, but I just really don't care that much. So once I did that, I cured into the light for each nail because I don't want it to mess up. So I'm doing one nail at a time and then curing it. And it's just regular clear acrylic powder that I'm using here. A lot of people will ask, do I put top coat on after I do the powder? And no, the whole purpose of the sweater hearts is to have that texture. So if you put top coat on top of it, it's really pointless. You won't be able to see the hearts at all. And if you don't like the texture, then I recommend you not do this look and just draw the hearts maybe in a different color so you can see the hearts. But yes, the whole point of the powder is to have that texture. as I'm watching this, I'm realizing like how, because I was on live doing this look and I realized my other phone was in the way of the camera, but thankfully that you can still see what I'm doing. But I do apologize about that, and I will make sure next time that nothing is in the way. But yeah, I'm just finishing the rest of the nails, so I'll let you guys watch that. Alrighty guys, this is the finished look. I hope you guys like the way they turned out. I am super obsessed with them. The colors are perfect. They look really nice. I love the texture of it. But I want to say thank you so much for tuning in and watching. I hope this video helped you. This is a super cute Valentine's Day set. Please like, comment, share my video, subscribe to my channel, turn on your post notification bells so you get notified, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!